What the fuck is up, YouTube? What is up, YouTube? It is ya boy, the Tin Man. Yeah, weird intro. Anyway, today we're talking about this idea of the quarter-life crisis, which is a bit of an intense term. Hold on, I actually had some background music that I was going to put on just like this, and a little bit of calming piano. So the quarter-life crisis, because yeah, it's been a real big journey for me over the last 3 years since I left university. I've 25 now, and I left university at 22, and this is the quarter-life crisis period. And yeah, I don't feel like I'm actually having a crisis. It's just, I feel like it's kind of a representative term of the entitled millennial who wants to change the world. And so I left university at 22 in 2019, actually 12 days from now, and 12 days from now, 3 years ago. And I studied classics, so Latin and Greek, like ancient history and stuff like that. And I then left basically no skills that are useful for the modern world, and went and became a football coach because I love football and I love teaching. So I thought, yeah, why not do that? And it was a great decision. I had a lot of fun. I did it for about a year. And then I meant to start a graduate consulting program in June 2020, in the middle of 2020, but it was delayed by 6 months, so I ended up starting it in January 2021. So I kind of did nothing for 6 months. It was lockdown, that's why it was delayed. And then I did that for a year, the consulting for a year, and then I quit earlier this year, and I've been self-employed now for about 3 months. And I've had to get really used to dealing with uncertainty, which is the other kind of point of this video. And because I've been feeling particularly uncertain about my future and my career and all these kind of things the last couple months. And I found this book, The Pathless Path, Imagining a New Story for Work and Life by Paul Millard. And he, ironically, was also a consultant. And he talks about how he was, a consultant earning loads and loads of money, hundreds of thousands of pounds a year, less than me. And he slowly, over the course of a few years, he kind of like went off the default path that he was on, kind of nice job, nice home, nice family, etc., and embraced the pathless path. And I'm just going to give you a quick definition of what they both are. So by default path, Paul Millard means a series of decisions and accomplishments needed to be seen as a successful adult. These vary by country, but in the United States, we refer to this as the American dream, which means a life centered around a good job, owning a home, and having a family. And then a pathless path is an alternative to the default path. It is an embrace of uncertainty and discomfort. It's a call to adventure in a world that tells us to conform. For me, it's also a gentle reminder to laugh when things feel out of control, and trusting that an uncertain future is not a problem to be solved. So this was really nice for me to read recently because I have an uncertain future, and he's kind of talking about how can be a good thing. It can mean you've got loads of opportunities, but also how we have grown up to conform to this idea that we need to have, live our lives to a certain timeline where we get a good job, get a house, have a family, etc. And so there's a lot of pressure on us to conform to that timeline. And this book makes you feel a lot better about just kind of not knowing what you're doing, but also about building a career in the 21st century, which is very different to building a career at any other point in history. And so I've really, really enjoyed reading this book. Was there anything? Yeah, I don't feel like I want an actual pathless path. I kind of want a general direction, but the pathless path is a nice way of like framing, not being on the default path, the default kind of this box, in order that society kind of like feels like, it feels like we all need to tick those boxes. And I just thought I wanted to share that I am finding it difficult too. I'm finding it difficult to know what lies ahead and know what like my career might look like, because I know so many people who are 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, early 30s, whatever, who are feeling the weight of their careers already. And we're so early on in the game, and we're feeling like, the pressure of success and the pressure of making something of ourselves and pressure of finding something that we want to do so early. And I think, I kind of want to push back a little bit, not in a kind of crazy, like revolutionist way, just a little bit of a, video every now and then on YouTube. And I think, you can still build a career, a healthy career, and not totally know exactly where you're going all the time, and don't have to have a clear path like banking, accounting, law, medicine, you know, even being a teacher. These are like excellent things, you know, noble pursuits, but there are so many things in the world, and I think a lot about having an impact. I really do. It's why I think I like the self-employed life, because I feel like I can have an impact in the way that I want to, and yeah, it's just that I think the default path sometimes can be a bit restrictive, and I wanted to share this because I know that some people are really, you know, feeling this weight of finding the right career. Was there anything else? Yes, we need to think about money. We need to think about the realities of the job market. Obviously, these things are really important, and all of this is super nuanced, super contextualized to your life, incredibly personal, very sensitive. Totally get all of that, but I think still challenge yourself to, take, you know, step through the fear and kind of like embrace uncertainty and have a bit of courage to, you know, live life to the fullest. And I think that was kind of it. I'm gonna finish with a little ditty. Here we go.